Y'all pray for me. Pray for me, y'all, because I'm gonna be done killed Mackenzie with her smart ass mouth. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cuss, but I had to be a mom for a second. How y'all doing? How's everything going? Is everybody okay at home? What have you guys been up to? Comment down below how you guys are feeling and all that great stuff. I'm so weird. I like to wear headphones even when nothing's playing. It's not even plugged into anything. So yeah. The background of my house is a mess because currently I'm using my kitchen to do everything in. So, guys, eventually what I'd like to do is go ahead and buy not buy, but rent a storage unit. I want to rent a storage unit. That way I can have extra room for my furniture. Once the booth gets a little bit more busy, I'll be able to, let me grab the rest of my stuff and I'll come back and start talking. But once the booth gets busy again, I'll be able to go ahead and swap furniture. So right now I have an overabundance of stuff in my house because things haven't been moving so quickly at the booth. I've been literally selling everything from Facebook Marketplace. You guys are sitting on the stove right now. That's the microwave above that you see. But so yeah, so I haven't had much space. Normally I was able to take things from my house straight into the booth. But that hasn't been the case with the coronavirus. So anyway, guys, what I'm opening up right now is a box of clay. So I've been spending so much money on paper clay. It's ridiculous. Paper clay is like, I put some on my Amazon account. I really, really do love that product. So if you're doing a few pieces, it's perfect. But once you start putting molds on everything, kind of how I've been doing, it adds up really, really quickly. So I bought this big box of air dry clay from Hobby Lobby. It was only $7. They have 30% off of all their clays this week. So I was like, wow, I always seem to go on Hobby Lobby right at the perfect time. Hi, India. Thank you for loving my videos. I appreciate it. So anyway, today we're going to be doing some crafts using our air dry clay, which I've never used this before. So this should be fun. And then we're going to be using our molds. Now you should clean these off after every use. Don't be like me. But as you can see, I haven't. You can pick these up from Amazon. I got these. I think they're about $12 to $20 each. Now he wants to call. Give me 1 second, guys. So yeah, these guys you can pick up from Amazon. And I saw... Hello?
Girl. I hope last night was a
Babe, oh my God. Listen, I'm on live and I just answered to see what you had to say and you all like, you were on speakerphone. Say hi. Okay, babe.
Hi, live people.
Say hi to YouTube, babe.
Hello, YouTubers. How are you guys?
Kenzie.
Do you see that we under a state of emergency? Y'all cannot go outside now.
Hi, people. Wait, I don't know if they can see me like.
They can see you.
Oh. Well, hi. Bye. I'm gonna do my work with my best friend.
Okay. So anyway, I'm on live. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I saw. I'll call you when I'm off live, okay? All right. Lord. Anyway, guys. So it's our first time going to be using this air drying clay. And girl, India, don't be laughing. He put me on the spots. But anyway, it's talking about some. Anyway, so guys, these little pots came from the thrift store. I think I got these from the CHKD thrift store. I can't remember how much I paid for them, but they're ugly and they just sat in my booth and sat in the booth and sat in the booth. So I have a small ugly one and I have a large ugly one. Okay. was like, you know what can I do to these to make them look better? Then I also have this. So what my boyfriend was saying when he called was that Virginia is now on a lockdown, but I mean we already knew that was coming. So they're basically saying we can't go anywhere, and if you go somewhere, you can get a misdemeanor. But they're leaving non-essential things open. Like, what about y'all? How is it? Because let me tell y'all something. I went to Hobby Lobby, and you basically can't. Only 10 people at a time can go in the store. So the governor of Virginia is saying that non-essential places can stay open, but and I'm using this. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's really nice for. Just kidding. But to dig some of this clay out. But yeah, I went Hobby Lobby, guys. They had the line 6 feet apart, and only 10 people can be into the store at a time. And I was trying really hard to move quickly, but you know, in Hobby Lobby, there's just so many freaking things to see. So getting in and out of there is just not happening. It's just not happening quickly. So I went in, I got a few things or whatever, and the clay was one of them. So they say we're on a lockdown, but if y'all are going to keep non-essential retail open, then people are not going to stay home. They're going to continue to shop. And guys, I went to the beach yesterday. The beach was packed full of people. I'm talking about, they were out there with music, girls in bikinis. It was just crazy. So I was like, this whole lockdown thing is just a hot mess. It sucks. I'm in Ohio, and they closed non-essential business last Tuesday. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Girl, I know you was bored to death. But yeah, I know why they did it in Virginia, because I'm telling y'all, when I say the beach was packed yesterday, honey, the beach was packed. And I had a great time. And I went to, like, I hate the fact that I can't talk how I want to talk to you guys anymore. I can't tell y'all everything anymore because there's so many different people that kind of watch my channel. Plus the kiddo is home. School in Virginia is canceled until I don't even know when, guys. Like, school is canceled, baby girls. So Kenzie's doing school from home. Restaurants are still open, all that good stuff. So what I'm doing with this clay, this is air dry clay. I've never used this kind before, but I'm really loving the consistency of it. And I saw somebody, shout out to, I'm so sorry, I don't even remember her screen name, but she's so sweet. Guys, my Amazon affiliate store, like, it's not me selling you the stuff. I'm an affiliate, so I'm basically marketing the products that I use, and I only put stuff up there that I absolutely love. So somebody said that they ordered like a bunch of these molds and clay and stuff, and like, girl, I know, oh snap, wait, that's stuck. Okay, so we're gonna leave that for a second. Let me grab my blow dryer. What are you doing, Oriel? What are you doing? Are any of y'all like pets bored? I think my pet is irritated. Like, normally the kid is at home, is quiet, she does her thing, I do my thing. I think she's irritated. Like, y'all need to get out of my way. This house is mine when nobody's here. Hey, that dang chick. So guys, I don't know what this is gonna do. Bye, girl. Guys, it sucks. Y'all know I love to go on dates. I love to go to the gym every day. Like, kind of sucks not being able to do that stuff. It sucks. So anyway, I went to the antique mall today because when I went to Hobby Lobby last week, guys, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. I'm sad because I thought I was going to be able to do this live, and I guess I will, but it's probably going to be a long ass live. So if you guys have questions, like personal questions, business questions, coronavirus questions, whatever y'all want to talk about, we can talk about, because I'll probably just hang out up here for a while, because this clay is gonna take a little bit to dry, and I don't really normally, when I use the clay, like if I'm making a bunch of pieces, then I use my blow dryer to kind of quickly make them set. But with this clay, it's a little bit more wet than the paper clay that I was using, so it looks like I would have to hold my blow dryer on it for about maybe 30 to 45 seconds, which is actually a long time. So while we wait for that to set, I'm going to do, what we're basically going to be doing is painting these white and then adding flowers to them. So in my last video, I showed you guys, how to make your own chalk paint. It's super, super easy. So I use a white chalk paint because that's what people like. And let me tell y'all an interesting, I'm going to do a little story time. And hopefully the lady doesn't, I mean, if she sees this live for some reason, I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling you guys what happened. So when I wanted to sell at the antique mall, first what I did was I went around to a couple of different antique malls. So there was one booth in the antique mall that I currently sell at that had nothing but painted furniture. And her stuff is really pretty, but the one thing I noticed was that everything was blue. So this is back in December. Come January, I started selling at the booth. So we go through February and now through March. And she's had some pieces that were painted blue that kind of sat there for a couple months or so. And so when I first started, I was like, I seen her booth. It was beautiful. I also seen her stuff online. So, I mean, on Facebook and OfferUp. So I was like, okay, well, blue must be in. So I'm going to paint things blue. No, blue is not in. Okay, blue is not in. People are not feeling that blue shit. You know what people like? People like white. And I think the reason why is because a lot of people are afraid to experiment with color. So, like, y'all comment down below, like, or comment, do you have, what color is your furniture in your house? I can guarantee you that most people's furniture is going to be brown. I was an interior decorator for a furniture store for like 2 years, and every time I went in somebody's house, their furniture was brown. So people are experimenting a little bit more. They're kind of doing more white. People may have like a pop of color piece, like maybe their TV stand is a different color, or maybe their bed is a different color, but for the most part, everybody's furniture is brown, either a ugly, outdated, like oak color, or either you have espresso, dark color furniture. And then a lot of people also have mirrored stuff. So me and the lady were talking, and at first, I felt like she was kind of being shady because, I was just asking her questions like, hi, is your name such and such? I heard so much about you. And then I was like, just asking her, how long have you been doing this? And are you staying busy during this whole coronavirus thing? And she's just like, yeah, this is my job. This is my full-time job. So, and I hate that women have to be so catty. I just hate that because, like, yeah, I think I can be a little catty, but I really mind my business and stay to myself. Like, I don't have a ton of female friends. I don't really, like, all my friends are guys. Like, all of them are guys. And for the most part. And, I have female friends that I've been friends with for a while, but for the most part, if I make a new friend, it's a man. Because women just act so shitty towards each other, and it's very annoying. And that's the vibe that I got from this lady. So you guys see that this pot is shiny. Ooh, you have black cream and blush in your house. I bet that's beautiful. Like, I know that's gorgeous. So, a lot of people are moving towards gray. A lot of people are not afraid of different color schemes. So it's nice to see that you're doing something different in your house. But anyway, so this lady starts telling me stuff about how, what did she say? She starts talking about how this is her full-time job, and like her whole tone was just very like, what's the word? I don't know. Women are shady. Y'all know it. Y'all know when you get around a bunch of women, like they start doing little catty bullshit. I hate that. So she was, to me, that's the vibe I was getting from her at first. So she goes, yeah, you know, this isn't my full-time job. I do custom furniture for different people, and I paint cabinets at people's houses, and I do this and I do that. And so she's like, you know, this is selling in this antique mall. It's just my creative outlet, and you know, I don't sit there and paint everything white. So y'all know I instantly felt like she was coming for me, right? Because I was just like, oh, okay. Like, and I wanted to bust out laughing because that's my natural reaction, like when people are shady, because I'm just like a sweet person. Like I may in my head say like smart shit, or I may talk a little shit here and there, but that's not me. More so I like to listen to the things that other people say and their tone, and I pick up on a lot of shit that most people don't pay attention to or they kind of ignore. But nah, I be hearing everything. And so it just teaches me how to carry a person. So if I meet you in person, like I've met subscribers in person, I'm quiet. Like I'm quiet. But you know, if we talk about something interesting, then I'll talk back or whatever. But most of the time I just listen to see how to gauge people. I'm a Scorpio, so we're always just trying to like, we use our natural ability to read people, and we just let other people talk, and people naturally feel comfortable telling us everything. So she just was talking, and she was like, yeah, I don't paint everything white, this is my creative outlet. So I instantly felt like she was throwing shade because obviously I paint everything white, but that's my business strategy. You know, it's fun. Look, as I'm painting things white, so it's fun to do things in weird, funky colors, but it's not fun for them to sit. Okay. And so white may not be my thing. White may literally bore me to death. I may be tired of painting things white. But there's so many different things you can do. Like, even though a piece is white, it doesn't mean that that piece is boring or, you know, it's not interesting, because there's so many things you can do to it. So what I've been doing lately is painting everything white and then adding these beautiful flowers to it. And the flowers, like once they dry, you can paint them metallic colors. You can paint them white like the piece. You can age them up. I mean, there's just so many different things that you can do with it. So just because your customers want white furniture doesn't mean that you have to just give them white furniture. You know, you can give them white with a little bit of accent. So anyway, guys, she's throwing shade or whatnot. First of all, when I first started trying to talk to her, she wasn't even really interested in having a conversation with me. She was just kind of like, you know, when I said, oh, is your name such and such? She was like, yeah. Like, bitch, I don't care what your name is. And I'm just laughing, like, in my head, like, oh my God. Because I don't feel like, sometimes I feel like women, we naturally just want to compete with each other. And I don't feel like women should be, look, and that's it, painted white already. And I just, y'all see, I didn't do anything special, just boom, white. The first layer of paint doesn't really matter as long as you have everything going in the same direction. So I'm sitting there talking to this lady or whatever. So I said, okay, have a nice day. She says nothing. So I ended up getting a Facebook message from a client in Pennsylvania who wants to buy this old antique cabinet from me. And so I'm like, cool. She said, I'll be there next weekend. Can y'all hear me pretty good? I'm sorry if you can't. I'll try to scream over the blow dryer. But she goes, she wants to buy this cabinet from me. And we were talking a little bit on the phone yesterday. And she was like, well, she didn't feel comfortable buying the, I told her she would have to put a deposit down or pay for it in full. And so I said, could you do a credit card over the phone? Because what I was trying to do is get the lady to pay for the cabinet in full. That way that money could go towards paying my booth rent for March. because I know I'm gonna owe like almost $100 in booth rent because I didn't sell hardly anything out of the booth, which is fine because I killed it on Facebook, like in my own pocket, so I wasn't tripping. I wasn't really tripping. So I was trying to get the lady to pay. So anyway, the lady's like, nah, I don't feel comfortable. Can I just send you the money Venmo? So I'm like, cool, send me the money Venmo. So she sent me $100. I was putting a sold tag on the item. And then that's when the lady comes to the front and starts talking to the girl at the cash register. So I said, hey, can I please ask you a question? She goes, sure. And I said, what made you go with the brand of paint that you use? And so she starts telling me like, the paint that she uses is like all natural and you could paint in your house and it doesn't have any of the chemicals or smells and stuff like that. So I have been thinking about that because you guys know that I paint in my kitchen. So I also cook every night too. So I literally be having to move all of this crap out of my kitchen. I sanitize, clean everything before I start cooking. And then sometimes I'll just clean half of the kitchen and just use my air fryer because I'll literally just have that many different projects going on. So y'all just pray for me because I'm really, really, really trying to manifest a new house for myself. Like, um, this time around with this business, I set everything up properly. I know I'm all over the place. I set everything up properly as far as like my structure, and I have a business checking account, and I've been a business owner for the past 3 years. So I'm hoping by the end of this year, I'll be able to qualify for a new mortgage. And the problem is like I want to rent this house out and keep it, let it get it paid off, and like the value is constantly going up in Virginia Beach with all the things they're building around here. The area is going up, the houses are going up. And so I really just want to keep this property for a rental. One day when I pass away, Mackenzie will have some property and stuff like that and some money. And I'm also going to teach her how to be a property manager so that she'll be able to handle her tenants. It sucks that a lot of people inherit houses or inherit different things and they don't know how to run it. So I don't want her to be in that position. But anyway, guys, I need a garage. Long story short, I need a garage because it just gets to be a lot. So anyway, the lady says, "Let me show you this product, and I'm gonna share it with you guys." She's like, "Let me show you this product," because she was like, "I know you get a lot of stuff from the thrift store, and which makes me think like, was she the one that left me that comment on OfferUp? Because I had got a comment from somebody saying like, you're a crook. You bought this mirror for $10 from the thrift store and you're reselling it and all this stuff. And that mirror, guys, I actually left it in the booth with the Goodwill price tag on it. I cannot believe I did that. I was like, oh my God, it had the $10 Goodwill price tag on the back of it, y'all. I was like, damn. No wonder nobody didn't buy it. They probably been picking it up to take it to the front and then see $10 Goodwill on it, right? So it makes me wonder, like, was she the one that left me that comment? But maybe she wasn't. But anyway, guys, she because I was just sitting here like, how does she know that I get stuff from the thrift store? But anyway, she sold me this salve. I ended up buying this from her. It says all natural ingredients. And so with this, it's by a company called Wise Owl. She's a retailer. And it's a furniture salve. It deodorizes, rejuvenates, protects, and beautifies all at once. And what I loved about this is that it has an amazing smell to it. So, guys, the smell of it is amber and teak wood. So it's like oily, if you guys can see that. It has like a oil like texture. It says it contains hemp seed oil. She said her husband uses this on his beard, and I'm like, oh my God, I know he smells amazing. But it's kind of greasy, and instead of like using a wax or a sealant, you can use this. And so it says maybe used over raw or finished wood to enhance wood grain. And it says it can be used as a natural furniture polish. It makes a great alternative to furniture wax over painted surfaces. So today I'm going to be trying this out over top of my projects. But it smells so freaking good. And so, like, what went from like a shady conversation, I actually learned a lot from her, and she seems to be pretty nice. Like, overall, I think she's a nice person. Um, I just wish that, you know, our first interaction hadn't have been so catty. Because, guys, that is just not me. That's just not me. I'm not catty. And when I notice that people are catty, I kind of just go on about my business. But I ended up buying that from her. She gave me 10% off. So we're going to try that out. If you watch my last video, yes, babe.
Sorry, when you're done with your stuff, can you send me to Lola house and stay home?
Did you ask? Could you go?
That's what I'm about to do.
Okay. So guys, this is so annoying right now. That's the thing about products. You never know what they're going to do until you try them. So I've never used this brand of clay before. So guys, I'm experimenting in the dark as usual. Oh my God, this broke. So what I saw, some people on YouTube, they like to use cornstarch inside of the molds so that they don't stick. And I think that with this type of clay, I would definitely recommend that just based on what's happening to me right now. You know, it's really sticking inside of the mold a lot. We're just going to air dry this a bit. And that's why I just love chalk paint because, guys, this is literally this and that. So you see how you can just apply chalk paint over that, and like, yes, it scrapes off, but not after you get your second coat on it and the sealant. It won't go anywhere. So I'm using this wood glue. I get this from the Dollar Tree. Even though this isn't wood, I don't know, I tried it and now I prefer to just use wood glue with my clay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make some floral little pots. And so these pots could be just a really cute decorative element. I'm not using like food safe paints or anything. I just would really hope that somebody wouldn't try to put food in them. I wouldn't. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't buy something from anywhere and just put food in it. So I pray to God that no one uses them for food. But they do have food safe paints and things that you can use. So we put this pretty flower on it. What are we going to do next? Let's see if some of these leaves have hardened up a little bit. Guys, and I love these flower molds. Like, it's just a great way to transform anything. I need to post a picture on the community tab of like some stuff that I worked on over the weekend. I did, Hobby Lobby had 40% off of all their unfinished wood crafts. So I bought a photo frame. I bought, what else did I buy? A photo frame. I bought a round little box. I bought a bunch of little cute stuff. And so I just stuck these molds all over them, painted them white. They look so cute. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Okay, so this one is a little bit sticky. One thing I noticed with these guys, what you can do if you're in a rush like me to get them out, is kind of roll the clay away from the edge. If you roll it like that, it slides out easier. So see now how I have a gap? Just rolled it towards the inside. So I'm going to try to take this one out. The thing I love about these Prima flower molds, they have all different kinds. So you can get like Baroque. They have some that are just like different trims. So you could put this on like a basic picture frame and make it look really antique-like. So there's just so many different things that you can do with them. And I love that they are flexible. And they clean very, very easily just with like soap and water. Okay, so where are we gonna stick this little flower? Maybe on this side? This is crazy. So I'm I'm being nosy listening to Kenzie calling her uncle right now. She called her uncle and said, "Can I come over?" And he said that my mom is acting funny about Kenzie coming over because of the virus. And I'm like, I just think shit like that is really sad. I just think it's sad that people are scared. And I understand, like, people are dying from it. But when you look at the numbers, like, they try to scare you guys with these numbers, like, oh, all these people are dying. But when you look at it on, like, a percentage thing, like, there aren't that many people dying from it. And, like, of course, we don't want anybody to die from the virus. We don't want anybody to get sick. Guys, this is so cute. Like, I'm so in love with this already. And I know that these are going to sell quickly. So, anyway, like I was saying about the virus, it's just sad. Like, people are afraid to spend time with their family. And so, my friend, like, his family, they did, like, a mini cookout. It was just, like, a few family members, and they had kids running around, and you know, they just enjoyed family time together. I see families outside, like, playing ball with their kids and going for walks. And, like, it just sucks because my family is not like that. My mom is, like, a major fucking hypochondriac. Like, she's scared of everything. She runs to the doctor for everything. She's always, like, medicine, medicine, medicine. I remember I was at her house, like, a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to her, and I was like, Mom, like, if they come out with a vaccine for this shit, like, I'm not getting it. And she's like, well, why wouldn't you get the vaccine? And I'm like, because why would you let them put that shit in your body and you don't even know what it is, if it's safe or anything like that? So she just wants to go over there and spend time with her grandma and my brother. But my mom is, like, scared. Like, she's scared of the virus and getting sick. And it's sad. It's sad. And I feel like fear is the lowest frequency. So if you live your life afraid of everything, you're never gonna get anywhere in life. You're always gonna be afraid. You're gonna be afraid to take chances. You're gonna be afraid to live your life. And you're gonna live in fear and have a boring life. You gotta take chances.
Go into the car.
For what?
Yeah, my candy canes.
You don't need to be sitting there eating a bunch of candy.
I don't know why.
Okay. You don't need, like I said, you don't need to be eating a bunch of candy.
Okay.
So with my mom, like, I'm not surprised that she won't let her granddaughter come over because of the virus. Like, my mom's 50 something, but she has, like, every ailment on the planet, and I think a lot of it she probably doesn't have. It's just she's so whatever the doctors say, whatever the news tell her, like, she's going with it. Like, she's one of those people. She's a boomer. So people like that, they just make me sad. Like, even though that's my mom, I just feel sad for her because, like, you can't live your life that way. Like, you gotta understand, a lot of times I feel like on the news, a lot of stuff is dying to create panic. You know, it's to create panic. And if you fall for that, if you fall victim to that, you should play things safe. You should wash your hands, because you should wash your hands anyway. Like, all the things they're telling us to do, we should already be washing our hands, sanitizing them, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I get it. I understand social distance. I respect it. But at the same time, I think a lot of it is a little dramatized and overhyped, especially when you look at these numbers. And, like, I feel like the numbers are gonna double, and you know why? And they're gonna double, and they're gonna triple, and they're gonna get larger and larger because America has invested all this money in testing. You know, they made sure we have testing sites and testing kits. So the more people you test, the more you're gonna find out that people are infected. Like, that's just common sense. the more tests that are done, the more you're going to find out people are infected. So I don't know, guys. That's just how I feel about it. I'm just trying to stay creative and not stress. But I was trying to talk to my mom about it, and I was just like, we don't get the flu vaccine, and I will not be giving Kenzie, like, whatever vaccines are left for her to get, she's not getting them. Like, I just don't. I regret that I didn't do more research as a younger mom about the effects of vaccines and what they can do to your body. But have you guys been spending time with your family, or is your family like mine? Or is your family afraid? Octavia said her mom is the same way. I just feel like it's their generation. I feel like their generation was just brought up that way, to trust the news. Like, she's always like, you don't watch the news. And I'm like, what do I need to watch the news for when y'all all call me and tell me about the news, first of all? And second of all, like, I mean, yes, there are things that I need to know, but it's like it pops up on my iPhone. Like, so I still get my news. And she's like, you never know what's going on in the world around you. And I'm like, Ma, do you realize that the media companies, ooh, somebody messaged me. Oh, girl, boo, I'm not buying that. So I was like, Mom, do you realize that the America's news outlets are basically controlled by like the same people? Like, have you ever sat and watched different news stations and they all say the same thing? Like, how are all these news companies across the entire country saying the same thing? And it's because they're programmed to say certain things to get a reaction and a response out of people. So it's just like, girl, but she just like doesn't accept any of that. She's just like, girl, you need to watch the news and you need to get vaccines and whatever these doctors tell you, that's what it is. And I'm not like that. Like, before I even go to the doctor, I do my research. If they give me a medicine to take, I go look up what's in the medicine, what's the effects of it on my body. And the reason why I do that is because I've had really bad reactions to birth control. Like, I know that this is so random. I'm supposed to be showing you guys how to paint stuff, but like, what else is there to do but talk? So while I'm doing this, but last October, guys, I was super depressed. Like, last October, I experienced like anxiety attacks. I was depressed. I was sad. I was moody. And I was smoking, like, for a year, I smoked weed, right? Because I have issues with my neck and the alignment of my neck and my back and stuff. So it just had really got to a very painful place. And, I'm a business owner. I don't have to take a drug test or anything. So I started smoking weed. So sometimes when I would smoke weed, I would get, like anxious or have panic attacks or whatever. But what ended up happening, guys, is like I went to the doctor and I had got a prescription for birth control, and like I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so it's like I don't really even need birth control. I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. I don't even ovulate. So, but the birth control was to help regulate my cycles because I don't have one at all without birth control. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I had one. So, anyway. My eyelash coming off. But yeah, anyway, so I thought it was the marijuana, so I stopped smoking, which is fine. Like, I don't even think about smoking anymore, and I'm not in pain, that much pain with my back. There's moments, especially with me lifting all this furniture and stuff, where I start to experience issues with my back and my neck, but I just, like, thug it out. And, like, exercising every day helps keep things good, too. So, anyway, I stopped smoking weed, and I was still on the birth control, so when I stopped smoking, I was still having the anxiety attacks like a month later. And so then I started thinking like, well, why am I having anxiety and panic attacks all the time? And I started looking up the symptoms of birth control, like the side effects of birth control. And so a lot of women experience anxiety and depression on birth control. I couldn't believe it. Hey, Misty. So yeah, I started experiencing, guys, like side effects from my birth control, and so that's what made me. I realized it was the birth control. I got off of it, and like literally, like 4 days later, I wasn't having anxiety attacks anymore. I wasn't feeling all crazy and depressed and crying. Like when I say it was bad, it was really bad. I was down. Like I started going to see a counselor 3 times a week, and like I started drinking like this calming tea. Look, I had bought this. Every time I would be about to have a panic attack, I would make a cup of this tea. Like, guys, the depression from the birth control is real. So the thing is, a lot of times people suffer from different side effects from these medicines and vaccines and things, and we don't even. You think you just depressed because something's wrong with you, and it could just be the medicine that you're on. So that's why I am so like anti that stuff. And I know vaccines do help keep us safe and whatever, but to me there's just not enough there's not enough there's not enough emphasis to me on side effects. They just say like, oh, this is going to cause diarrhea and vomiting and migraines and all this other shit, like very, very small on the pamphlets. But we just a lot of times trust doctors and take stuff without doing our own research. So as far as the coronavirus, I will not be ingesting or letting them shoot any type of vaccine in me. Like, I just won't. I feel like we just have to naturally build our immune systems, by eating the right foods, making sure we get enough sleep, exercising, all that kind of stuff. But, honey, my mama, if a doctor tell her to take a pill, oh, she's going to do it. And she ain't questioning it. She ain't going to think twice. The doctor know what they talking about. Like, whatever the doctor say is gold. But I'm like, the doctor don't tell you that you need to eat right and exercise. A lot of ailments that we have are because we don't take care of our bodies. And honestly, I feel like that's why people are dying from the coronavirus, because their immune systems are compromised. And so I've been working really hard, guys, to try to like eat better, not eat so much junk. But I love chips. Like, chips is my thing. But I've been like, not only like because of weight reasons, that y'all know, a lot of y'all know that I lost 50 pounds a couple years ago. And it's a struggle like all the time to keep that weight off, because I like bread and I like chips and I like snacks and stuff. That's my thing. So it's hard. But it's more so for me like a health thing. Like, I really try hard to eat healthy, take vitamin D, vitamin C. Try to make sure I sleep regularly. I try to work out every day, get my blood flowing. I stopped smoking. I don't smoke anymore. And it's crazy because I smoked for about a year, guys. And then I cut it off cold turkey in October. And I haven't thought about it. Don't do it. And now I can barely drink. Never was much of a big drinker anyway. But like one glass of wine, guys, and I'm probably like falling, stumbling. Like, my tolerance is so low. But I think that should be the emphasis. Don't focus on the virus. Focus on keeping yourself healthy. So, guys, these are the last 2 leaves I'm going to make. And then we're going to go ahead and start painting over top of them. But what do you guys think? What do you think about how the jars are turning out so far? What do y'all think? I think it looks cute. Okay, so that wasn't enough, but I have to keep things rolling. So we're going to use that technique again, where we kind of push the clay towards the middle. Ooh, it's cracking. Ideally, you want a little bit of time for these to set. Like, it's nice if you can kind of leave them for at least 10 minutes. If you can't, you're in a rush, then you gotta kind of work with what you got. Like, see, this broke, but we're just gonna take that piece off and we're gonna glue them in pieces. Where should we put this one? I was gonna do something with the lids, and maybe I'll put something at the top. That'll be cute. So I was thinking about doing I was thinking about possibly doing some craft shows. Did anybody have any experience doing those? I met this lady on Facebook, and she actually is a registered nurse, and she does all these cool like beachy crafts, and she sells over in, I don't even know what this one looks like. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 4. Guys, I don't even know where this piece goes at. So we're just really freestyling it today. Oh my god, that is hideous. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That looks bad, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with what we got. So anyway, I met this lady on Facebook, and she does like beachy crafts. She sells over in Cape Charles, which is about 45 minutes from where I'm at. It's a small little country town. Like, there's nothing out there. Like, nothing. At least, like, when I went with my friends to go see these stupid lighthouses, there was nothing out there. So I was just like, dang, I don't see how she's making money. But she said that she's making good money over there, and that those people love anything beachy. But she said they love anything beachy over there. I kind of don't like this leaf on the top. I think it's kind of overkill and it doesn't need it. So we're going to take that off. Look, see how easy it is to fix your mistakes? That thing is ugly. So maybe we can put this cute little leaf down there. So guys, this is fun. If you have old furniture in your house where you're like kind of sick of the way it looks, you can always buy these little flower molds and make them yourself. It's super easy. It's super easy. You can get the kids involved. You can make crafts together. If you're a single mom like me, you're looking for an extra way to make money. People buy stuff like this all day, every day for me. And this I'll probably sell for like $29. And then this one will probably do for like $24.99 or something. Or maybe I'll do them as a set. Who knows? If you want it, you could even like put a little flower on the top of the lid. That would be cute. If this clay wasn't so temperamental, I would probably experiment with that. But maybe I'll do it when we're off live, when I'm not live. Okay, so I tried to dry this one. Hey, Portia, what you been up to, girl? How's it going? So what I'm going to do now, guys, is just, I tried to dry this with the blow dryer a little bit. And we're just going to paint over the flower. It's so pretty. Oh my god. And I'm not just saying that. Like, every time I put these flowers on anything, whatever it is, sells quickly. All the women love them. They're just like, oh my god, you made these flowers yourself. I'm like, yes, I did. Using this mold. So what I like to do though, honestly, is sell these. So I need to contact the company, and I actually am in their group on Facebook. So I get to see all the cool projects that people are working on. And so you see the paint is kind of coming off because you're supposed to like give it time to dry. But with me being on live, of course I'm not doing that. So your chalk paint isn't going to do this unless you don't give it time to dry. Then it's going to scrape. See how it scraped? So you want to give it some time to kind of dry before you start applying your second layers and things. But again, we don't have time. So we're just putting some paint on it. Ideally, you would want to use a smaller brush too. That way you're able to get into those details. Right now, I'm just slapping some paint in there. But use a smaller brush to kind of like brush into the details. And so when these are done, they'll probably need 2 coats of paint. I'm going to stop because this is just getting worse and worse. And I'm sure it's not very impressive. Going good, girl. So happy I caught you live. Oh, I'm so happy you caught me live too. Girl, the live about nothing. Just showing you guys how I took these pots from being brown. So look, this is the inside of it for any of you guys who maybe have joined late. But the inside is still brown. And I'm going to leave it brown. I'm not going to do anything to it. All we're going to... Oh, look, there's some tape. We're going to take this tape out, though, because... Yeah. This is a tape from the price tag. Girl, I'm surprised that you guys watch me live. Because, honestly, I know I don't be up here talking about nothing. But, so we're just painting... the inside of this, and I was just gonna do a video, but I don't be feeling like editing like stuff like this. Like, I literally get so bored when I'm sitting behind my computer and I gotta sit there and fast forward me painting something, or I gotta wait for this. Like, it is irritating. So I just figured I would go live. So yeah, hot mess right now, but you guys can see, like, once it gets 2 coats of paint on it, they're gonna be so cute. So yeah, and this is just stuff from the Goodwill. Stuff from the Goodwill, baby. I can't wait till the Goodwills open up, guys. Like, I've been so bored. Like, I love thrifting. I literally go thrifting every single day, okay? But I have not been able to go. I've been relying on Facebook Marketplace, and, like, Facebook Marketplace sucks. Like, people, like, be selling the crappiest stuff, and I'm like... I could literally get this dresser from the thrift store for, wait, Portia, where do you live? What state are you in? And what is it like there? Guys, Portia booked she booked a one-on-one consultation with me to start her business, and I was really happy to help her with it. So, and I'm trying to see, is there anybody else in the chat? No, not today. But yeah, a lot of people, I would say my consultations have gone up too. That's why I haven't been posting as many videos. A lot of people are looking to start online businesses. And I understand, because especially with like this mass unemployment thing, like, especially that shit for me is scary. Like, being self-employed and seeing how everybody's out of work and no one's really buying furniture. Well, I'm lying. People are still buying furniture, but not as quickly and not as fast as they were a few weeks ago. So I'm really ready for things to kind of blow over. But I feel sorry for people that are just making no money, like that their job let them go, or, you know, their businesses are just completely suffering. So a lot of those have been the people that I've done consultations with over this past week. People that are just like, I need to start an online store because this whole working for somebody else thing isn't so certain. So I just want to let you guys know, I also do consultations for if you don't have an online store that's a drop shipping store. Say you just like sell hair, or you have a product or service that you're offering and you need help marketing your business, I can also help you with that. So I don't want people to think I'm only limited to helping like retail business. Like, whatever type of business you need to market online, I can help you with that. But yeah. So I know this is like a hot mess right now, but you guys get the point. Y'all know it's gonna turn out beautiful. It just needs a little bit of time to dry before I continue to paint it. Otherwise, it's just gonna get worse. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna stick my brush inside of this bag. That is a trick because if you don't put it in a bag, your paintbrush will dry up and be hard, and it's so hard to clean them out. But if you put it inside of a bag, it actually keeps the paint on it soft and wet. That way you don't have to worry about messing up your brushes. So before, guys, I go, we're actually going to go outside. And I'm going to take these out because I'm not even listening to anything. But I want to show you guys something. I have this chest outside. I regret buying it. Like, when I say regret buying it, this is like a huge regret. But it's okay because I'm going to make it work. But I don't like to buy stuff where I have to put like a lot of time and energy into it. I like to just buy stuff that only needs like a coat of paint or something. So, guys, this is what I'm working on out here. So, it's this chest. I'm like holding my map book, so I'm sorry for the awkward angle. But this chest was $40 from Facebook. I think I got it from Facebook. Guys, this thing was effed up. But isn't it turning out cute so far? So I spray painted the front two little designs gold, and then I painted that top piece gold. So the flowers, y'all recognize them? Those are the same flowers that we just put on those pots. So we put those flowers at the top. And then let me show you the sides. So I had to put flowers on the sides, guys. And the reason why is because I had to do that is because all this wood down here was cracked. Like, cracked up. Just so messed up. So I put these little flower designs at the bottom so that way I didn't have to actually repair the wood. And I think that turned out super, super pretty. And then let me show you guys this side. This is the other side. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, absolutely gorgeous. This is just gold spray paint. But guys, I have been working on this thing. Look, it's cracked here. I didn't even see all of this when I bought it from the lady on Facebook. I was just like, you know what? I really, really want this. I'm going to get it. It's cute. I was like, I don't even know what it could be used for. But I was like, I'm going to get this cabinet. But this is why I don't like buying antiques. This is why I don't like buying antiques, guys. Because they need too much work. And I don't like investing a lot of money or time and stuff. So, what would you guys use this for? Like, what would you use it for? I was thinking a bench. It's super cute. We can like style it, put some pillows on it and stuff. I'm gonna peel all this tape off. See? I'm gonna peel all this tape off and then go around the edges, clean it up, paint it white. But it has lots and lots of storage, guys. The inside, it was painted this horrible like purple color. So I've even had to paint the inside of the cabinet. It's just way too much work. Especially when I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make a lot of money off of it. I paid $40. I put all this damn time and effort into it, and I'll probably maybe get $180 for it. So to me, that is just not worth it. To me, just not worth it. So anyway, that is what I've been up to. A vanity bench. Seems kind of large. Seems like too large for that. I'm thinking like toy chest, end of the bed bench, it's maybe something you could put in your hallway and put like some hooks on the wall to kind of hang. I don't know. I mean, they could use it for whatever they want, but I think that would be kind of a hard sale for a vanity bench. Normally when I think vanity bench, I think small, short. This is an end table. This is an end table, but something like small, like this, something small like this and low to the ground is what I think of when I think of vanity bench. But I don't know, maybe but that's just me. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are staying safe. If you want to get the molds, you can get them from my Amazon affiliate account. It's amazon.com/shop/Mizfashionablylate. And if you go to any of my videos, you can click the link in the description box to go shop all of the products that I use. But I'm tired of talking. I need to go check on Mackenzie and see what she's up to and get her to come out. So anyway, guys, to that bench, the bench cabinet thing that I just showed you, once I'm done, I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on the community tab. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.